Hey, what's up everyone? So I just got home from work, unloaded the Sammy Atomiswave here. I didn't unload it last night because by the time I got home from Charlotte, it was like around 11:30 or something like that. And I was just too tired to actually take that thing out of the van. But it's in here now. I put my wheels on the bottom so I can roll this thing around easy. So let's go over it real quick. Let's do the good and the bad of this thing. Let's do the bad first. That way when I do the good, I can actually turn it on. So let's do bad. The bezel or the trim around the monitor is broken, which I already knew going into it. That's why I got this thing for $50. There was some little bit of damage, nothing too major, but you see right there, that thing's broken 2 pieces. It's missing one of these brackets right here. The bracket goes into this slot right here on the side, and the bracket bolts to the monitor trim, bezel, whatever you want to call it, so you can bolt the monitor bezel up to the machine. So I'm gonna have to find that and find another bracket. Hopefully I can maybe find like a really crappy machine that's got a good piece of plastic right there. But no big deal. I mean, it doesn't hurt nothing. I don't mind it right now. Eventually I do want to get one. So the other thing was right here, and the guy said that this happened when that happened. Again, no big deal. All it is wood. It's this piece and this piece right here. Just needs to be replaced. 2 small pieces. At the moment, again, doesn't hurt nothing. I mean, it doesn't look good, but it doesn't hurt nothing either. I don't have the keys. We're going to have to drill them locks out because I'm going to have to get in there. Well, for one, to show you the Atomiswave motherboard, which I think is pretty cool. And I got to get into the test menu because the guns need to be calibrated. So that's another bad, I guess. Not horrible, but not good. The guns need to be calibrated because they work. They're just not on target. So that's the bad. Everything else, the rest of it's really good. It's got some nicks here and there, but I'm used to that with used arcade machines. I mean, they've been on route and in arcades and everything else for God knows how long. Then they got stuck in storage and probably going to person. So they get nicks here and there. Ain't nothing too much, nothing too bad. So now let's do the good. Let's turn this thing on, which I've already got it plugged up. I got it plugged up to the surge protector. Let's turn that on. So start off with a good. The marquee looks great. This right here that goes on top, that holds the marquee, it's all there and nothing's damaged. That's great. Because these are, I don't think I could find one of them if that was missing. The monitor is beautiful. It's a Wells Gardner monitor, which, if I remember, hold on real quick. Yeah, I've got papers in here. I've got the, so this is another good too, by the way. Hold on real quick, sorry. So this is a K7400 model, which is a really good model. And got a replacement parts list and all that good stuff. And then you've got the operation manual for this game, which is awesome. So that's a good. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I do have the keys. I didn't know. If he told me the keys were in here, I didn't hear him. But I don't remember it. So let's see if the keys, this is going to be another good if this is the correct key. And, come on, because this would save me from drilling. Yes, okay. And apparently there's another set of keys right there. All right, so I just found another good. I thought for sure I was going to have to drill the lock there. And I thought for sure I was going to have to drill the lock on the back to get in the back here. So cool. Another good, it's got the guns. They need to be calibrated, but it's got the guns. And they're not all damaged or scraped up, nothing like that. A little bit of the sheathing right here is coming off, but I'll have to see what I can do to replace that. Again, not worried about it right now. But that monitor, I'm so happy about that monitor being so nice. So now that I've got the keys, which is awesome, let me open up the back door and I'll show you the Atomiswave motherboard. So you don't take the back door off like I thought. It's been a while since I had one of these. So what you got to do is you open your coin door up, reach yourself underneath there, reach your hand in there, undo the latch on both sides, open the control panel, then you take the panel off right there that has the game rules, which is right there. There's 2 screws, one on each side on the bottom, and then you can see the motherboard. And there's the Atomiswave motherboard. Let's get the flashlight going in there. So, as you see in the middle right there where that sticker is, it's kind of peeling. That's the cart. So these actually were the successor of the Neo Geo MVS system. So this took over the Neo Geo stuff. And it's actually really cool. It's actually based on the Sega Dreamcast console. And I think almost all the games on the Atomiswave got ported to the Dreamcast too. All the games are cartridge, just like the Neo Geo was. So you can switch them out. You got the motherboard, just switch out your games. You had shooting, you had fighting, you had like Metal Slug 6, there was Guilty Gears. The driving ones were like Faster Than Speed and I think like Maximum Speed or something. I think you had a football game. Like I said, you had all kinds of stuff between fighters, shooting, and driving games. So these came out like around 2002, 2003, so would be around the time the Dreamcast was out, and that's why they kind of share that. But they're really cool. So as long as you get your cartridge, you can switch them out, put it in your motherboard, and then right here, where all these plugs are, that's where you can switch out your control panel stuff. Like, okay, like this one's got a shooting game in it right now, so it's got the 2 light guns. So if you wanted to put a driving game in there, you just take that control panel off, put your steering wheel on there, and obviously put your pedal down there. I think there's a shifter right there. And then whichever ports right down there, you got to figure out which ports go to what. So you plug your connectors into whatever port it goes to, and now you got a driving game. Same with the fighters. You had the dual joysticks and the buttons for like Guilty Gear. I think it was like Neo Geo Coliseum, stuff like that. And then also, not even a fighter like Metal Slug 6, just needed the joysticks. But again, just take your control panel off, and then you just plug in your stuff right there. It's real easy, real good. It's just a nice thing like the Neo Geos were. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get this thing into test mode because I want to calibrate those guns and actually play this thing. Alright, we got our machine turned back on. Let's go into the test menu. I looked this up earlier. So what you got to do is there's 2 buttons right when you open the coin door. Right down there. A test switch and a service switch. So you got to hit the test button first. So test, and then do service, and then do service, and then do test until you go down to IO test. Then hit the service, and now you're in the IO test. So, see it right there. Pull trigger to start calibration. So we're gonna pull the trigger on this one. So I gotta shoot the target, which is up in the corner there. Alright, now it's switched. Let's go down to that corner. And then if you don't see, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a crosshair in there. So you can look through the crosshairs, and I'd say right there. So that's the first one. Hopefully we calibrated that correctly. So let's go with the second gun. Hit the button. Now let's see if I can calibrate this gun. And there's that one. And that looks about right there. And that one. So both our guns should be calibrated now. And then also in this one you can test all your buttons, everything else. Alright, so what I found was that if you hit the service switch, it'll actually give you credits. So let's hit the service switch down here, like those buttons I was telling you about. So give myself credits now. So let's go with, let's do both players right now so we can test both guns. So let's see, it's telling you how to use it real quick. See, it's showing you that you got to look through the crosshairs. This is pretty cool. So let's see.
Choose your category.
All right, let's see.
Choose your division. Revolver division.
All right, revolver.
Hello and welcome.
Let's see if we got this.
Ready shooting tournament. The next event is going to be interesting to see.
Nope. So that did not calibrate our guns. So I'll have to look into this one. I don't know what's going on here. Well, I guess that's going to be another bad until I can figure out this whole gun calibration thing. I might need a new I/O board. I don't know. Well, that kind of sucks. But, I mean, for $50, I already knew it was going to take some work to get, you know, nice. And everything else works. Just the guns aren't calibrated for some reason. Well, I guess let me, I might have to research this, maybe mess around with this, and when I figure something out, I'll definitely update you. Until then, please like and subscribe, and then until next video, see you later.